Hello everyone, this is Rax with another VOD review, and today I am VOD reviewing one of my good friends who is Grandmaster. His name is Mai, and he is a support player. And so in this particular VOD review as a whole, the compositions that we have on both sides are Luna Snow, Hella, Moon Knight, Penny, Strange, and Loki on defense. And on attack we have Bucky, Loki, Hulk, Strange, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman. So already with Hella is already the meta pick right now as far as things go in NA as a whole, because of just how much she's able to do, such as with burst damage, flanking, with her stuns and things like that. And so Penny on defense is a really good pick as well, because of how much area she can control. And generally with Penny, you want to stay on the off angles and just put on pressure, as she can just quickly zip from one area to another basically. And that is how really all Penny should play effectively. With Moon Knight and Strange, it's still a great combo, but you will basically be getting your combo a little bit later because of how slow Strange builds his ult compared to Group. And so now for on attack, the Strange and Hulk team up is still really good as a whole, and Loki is already an S tier pick in regards to playing with another defensive ult, so that's already a good composition right there as far as supports go. With the DPS, Bucky is already another meta pick along with Hella, so that's already good. But Mr. Fantastic is iffy because everybody puts him as really low because of just how really ineffective he is, how up close he has to be. He really only kind of benefits from brawler compositions, and with this there's not a Magneto to bubble him, so he's just really going to take a lot of frontline damage. And so since we're reviewing my good friend Mai, let's flip to his position. So a good thing about Sue is that she can provide shield damage and healing. So whenever, for example, your team is pushing up, you constantly put the shield on them, and then even if it bursts, it's still good, because not only does it provide healing if they stay behind it, but it's also a second shield. And so it provides offensive pressure, it provides defense as well, and she's just a really good character overall. And so he's keeping everybody alive, which is good. He tries to pull the Hella off high ground, which is what she can do, and it forces somebody in a bad spot, because if she got pulled, she would be directly in the battlefield technically. And so I recommend all Sues to do that. That's a really good play to go for. But unfortunately he misses, which is still not a bad thing. If he was just a little bit closer, he would have got it, but that is a really good idea to go for. So already his support partner gets killed already, kind of. Yeah, he just gets picked off really badly from the Hella on height, which is already a menace as he is. And so now they have to figure out how to kind of get the Hella off high ground, because she's just providing a lot of poke damage from above and whatnot, right? So even though his other support died. He's keeping him alive, keeping everybody alive, but at the same time, their Mr. Fantastic is taking a lot of damage, and he didn't really push back, and he just kind of just stayed up there, which is the worst part about it is because he didn't move back with his team. And this is where, as a support, that is not your fault, because if you see your team falling back, you should fall back as well. So it's not a fault on Mai at all for trying to keep him alive, and that's where a lot of DPS as a whole blame supports, because, oh, you didn't keep me alive. But in that scenario, he should have began to walk back when a support is dead and stuff. So they're still being pushed back. They unfortunately can't advance. He's still keeping his tanks alive. They do get a kill on the other tank. So keeping him alive is the best thing. And that's what I mean. He did it again. And now, since he pulled the hell off high ground, she has to bird away to avoid unnecessary damage. And so what he does is, after he pulls the hell off high ground, he immediately throws an orb, because the Moon Knight and the Hela are right there. So because of that, they're forced to back up, and they don't really attack Hulk as a whole. So he's keeping Hulk alive. He does it again, trying to keep everybody alive, which is general. And now he has ult, right? So the Doctor Strange is attacking the Penny on high ground, because she is providing pressure as well as the Hela. So we have two characters on high ground, but nobody is really attacking them on the high ground, because everybody is kind of down main, right? In this scenario, all teams always start on high ground and force to fight on high ground unless it's necessary. So everybody in NA, such as teams and whatnot, they immediately start to fight on high ground. Defense, they start to fight on high ground, and offense, they start to fight on high ground. So everybody just basically kind of comes up here, and whoever is up here, they have to basically go back down to main if they were trying to fight on an off angle. And because you see it a lot in top level play, where every fight is usually on high ground, and then it transitions to main. So because the Strange really should not be the only one getting the penny off high ground, but because ever since everyone is focused down main, this is unfortunate, right? So the reason why a group would have been better is because that ult right there, it could have had a lot more impact than just, randomly doing it. And so it didn't really kill anybody. It just mainly just kind of caused the team to split up. But either way, it's still working. So now pushing, and also I really want to say that the Loki should have switched right here, because Loki has a really bad matchup against Bucky and Moon Knight, especially because Moon Knight destroys his clones, and because his clones are like onks, basically, it basically transfers to the whole team and cleaves, right? And so the reason why I also said that their Loki should have switched is, well, that's really the only reason. If they had a Bucky though, that would also be another reason, because he gets resets off the clones, and it's really crazy how the clones can be reset upon with his old stuff. So he's still keeping his team alive. He gets the Moon Knight off high ground, which is good. And because of that, they get a kill on the Moon Knight. So now they're down to DPS. Now, since they are walking forward, everybody else should be walking forward, right? And so, because of that, he has his ult and he's providing defense or counter to Hella ult. So, this is where everybody should be force firing the Hella. I know the Hulk can't, but this is where everybody should be force firing the Hella, because you want to burn her. You want to burn her out. That's one thing, and you also want to get rid of it just so that there ain't really no more advantage to become of it as well. But they do get the kill on her still, and now they're pushing because now they're down to DPS still. Everybody else is staggered. The Penny is trying to run away. They got a kill on their Luna, which is also good. So now they have full advantage. So now this is where everybody should reset and gain an advantage position. But for some reason, the Fantastic just kind of basically joined a 1v6 and just really died, and that already puts their team at puts Mai's team in another disadvantage, because that's the prime reason that you don't want to do that, because that was really unnecessary to do, and they should have just came back and just focused on pushing card instead of doing that. So now their Penny ults, tries to slow her down with the Orb Vortex, which is a good idea to do. Now his Strange ults both the DPS, which is actually really good, because if he gets both of them, which he does, now they don't have DPS again. So now they use their Luna ult, which is, I'm trying to see, did they have it when the Strange ulted though? Did they though? Yeah, they did. So honestly, I don't understand how. See, right here, he should have ulted right here, because he would have came in and saved them actually. And that is where a lot of supports fail to do, because when they have ult and they don't use it, this would have been, I think he would have been able to save them from dying, right? And so it would not have been a bad death, because now you're ulting and you don't have DPS. And so where's the damage gonna come from? So now they're dead, and now he ults, right? That was kind of really a really late ult. But regardless, now his Loki partner ults. Now they have two Luna ults going on, and their Luna ult should be ending soon. Mai is focusing on building his ult, shooting the orb down main, protecting his team, and again, his Mr. Fantastic died again because he got CC'd and just died, which is why Mr. Fantastic is so low, because he has really no escape of these CC options. So Mai is still focused on building his ult. He's destroying the runes, keeping everyone alive. his Hulk partner gets a kill on their Strange, still protecting. Got a kill on their DPS again and their other tank. So now they officially gain this point. Still pushing. Now he has his support ult for an offense. So with Sue, I do want to say one thing is that in general with Sue, you can stop a lot of offense with her, which is why she's really S tier in my opinion, because she can pull people off angles. She can also force push a lot of characters' ults like Strange, Spider-Man, and things like that. And so she's just a really good offense stopper in general, even though her ult is only just a small circle compared to everybody else's. She's still really good. And how did his Strange die? Oh yeah, he just walked into a trap, and that's what you don't want to do against Penny. You don't want to destroy that, because that should be on the DPS, because they have far more range than he does. So the characters that generally should be destroying Spider Nest is Strange, obviously, but you should not be meleeing that at all whatsoever. Let me see what happened. Yeah, he just didn't look, and he should have. But the characters that generally on his team will be destroying that is Loki, Bucky, and I want to say Fantastic, and Mai, obviously. But you can't really help that he died. Shoots the orb down main. Now that was a good Bucky pull, and that is what I mean by everybody should be capitalizing on a Bucky pull, because Bucky's roll down main is to stop any dives, pull tanks in with his hook, and with Groot especially, you can play anti-dive. And so whoever you pull in, you wall them off to get them away from the team, and you just basically kind of just bully them, basically. And so that was a really good Bucky pull on his Bucky. Can't really heal the Hulk because of just the general direction of where he is. And so I think if he went up to the stairs and stuff in that moment, let me see. Yeah, if he went up to the stairs, he would have got a better angle on the Hulk, because since this cart was in the way, he really couldn't heal, right? And that's why as a support player in general, you need to figure out you need to be always in the LOS of your team in general. Not so the enemy team, but in the line of sight of basically trying to heal your team, because of things like that where he was colliding with the convoy and stuff. Because like I said, an easy fix would have been the Loki popping their clone right here, or we have jump. Yeah, jumping up here. But either way, he gets a kill on their other DPS, and apparently their baby Bruce got a kill on their Penny as well.
I am ready to put on a show.
And now they can push, only really somewhat. Good defense. The only reason why he didn't ult when the Luna ult is because when you kill a DPS, there's really no reason to pop it there, because they're really not gonna push with that ult right there. So I don't know why they're low-key copied the Mr. Fantastic, which is weird. But you never want to do that as Loki. So now his Bucky's popping off. They're getting rid of the spider nest. Pulled him in. He's dead. Alright.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. Feel the pull.
Shield activated.
Putting the shield up, quickly taking it away. Putting the shield back up.
Feel the pull.
Bless the healing arts.
The Mr. Fantastic shouldn't try and go in too deep, really.
Feeling fantastic.
I am strengthened for
Pushing up with his team. Up. How did he yeah. See, that's why I said the Mr. Fantastic just really, oh god, die right there. Yeah, he's just taking a whole bunch of damage and stuff, which is why Mr. Fantastic is just really not a good character as a whole.
Armed and dangerous.
So he jumps away to basically avoid the LOS of Bucky because obviously he's going to target the supports, right?
Again.
Clearly you needed
So they do stop him
much better.
from getting another reset, which is really, really good.
unleash the Vishanti's power.
Clear the way.
They do get a kill on the DPS. They do get a kill on one of their supports, and another kill on their support. So now they can push really hard. Actually, they got a kill on their tank. Let me see. Let me see from the strange point of view.
The Ank's power's been neutralized.
Yeah, they pushed up real hard right here.
Don't give them another inch.
So really and truthfully, this is kind of like a little bit of a counter to Bucky because he can't really pull the thing in at all whatsoever. I don't know how that hit, but okay. Let me see from his perspective. How did that hit? Like it went through the convoy, which is crazy. Yeah, I didn't expect that to hit at all, for real. So now they really lost both of their tanks, and so now he could have went in still. They didn't really have. Yeah, see now that's why I'm saying, like with Mr. Fantastic as a whole, he just kind of just got staggered really hard, and he couldn't escape at all. And he was just very too much in, and so
Futile attempt.
yeah. Yeah, that's why, like,
Psionic surge, vortex field.
doing a little bit of tick damage. He has his ult, which is good.
He stopped them in their tracks.
Your powers are mine.
I am ready to put on a show. Feel the pull. Psionic surge.
So now, the reason why he didn't ult, I would have low key,
Again.
honestly, because one, they popped Luna ult or Loki ult, and they just wasted Moon Knight too. And so, like I said, at this point, you dying really was just kind of like, well, just dying in general. Well, using your ult would have been like a better idea instead of just dying, because now with that, don't get me wrong. Yeah, don't get me wrong. With the support and stuff dying right there, it would have just been better to just ult, because everybody needs something to stay alive on, and so that's why the the Strange is retreating to you, and so now you have a Bucky that's just really pressuring and really hard focused on you. Now, in argument to not using your ult, I would say that the Strange should have protected you a lot better. Yeah, see right there, he should have protected you a lot, like really a lot better, in my opinion. But yeah, two things could have happened right there. I think that in general, your Strange should have protected you right there, because he was hard focused, and you can see the health bar difference, right? Because he hit two people, and that was your Bucky and you specifically. So right here, hold on, what position wise were they? Trying to figure out how they get there in that position though. Yeah, because they were really so far pushed up, and everybody was just kind of like a little bit a ways back and stuff. So in general, really what I would have did as support is just, since they're pushed up like that, I would just really like cut around this corner and heal that way, because where they're fighting, they're just fighting around this corner, and then their Bucky is really not even, Bucky shouldn't even be right here in my opinion. He should be kind of like up here with the tanks and stuff. And so now, because of that huge gap that's just really open right here, he just kind of like dove in. Yeah, and so they have to basically push back a little bit to basically save you. So that's why I said, like, I would have cut around this corner and healed that way, because number one, you're out of the line of sight of them, and then two, that would have mitigated a lot of the space kind of like just over here. That's why the Bucky dove in like he did. And so I think right here, the Fantastic should have did his move on you to give you bonus health, because at that point you need everything to survive. But he didn't, so now they gotta kill. And so now, because of that, there's no support ult being used. And so now everybody is pushing back, trying to kill the Bucky, and now they're taking an advantage to kill basically everybody on the team. That's why I said that two things could have happened right there: an ult, or the Mr. Fantastic and the Strange pocketing you to live a little bit longer, right? So they do kill him, but at the same time they also die. So everybody is just really staggered at this moment. Yeah, because Bucky can take up a whole lot of space with that. And so, how did Loki kill Loki? The heck? Oh, it was a combination of things. Yeah, it was a combination of things. Okay, because with the Moon Knight and Loki. Gotcha. Yeah. With Moon Knight, when he has characters that don't really contest him, he can just basically free reign on high ground. So like if they don't have a Psylocke, a Hela, or a Hawkeye in general, 9 times out of 10 he can just free reign on high ground on the back line.
30 seconds.
Alright, that feels better.
And so at that same time, which is why Moon Knight loves big bodies, that is the prime reason why Moon Knight is a good character against big bodies that don't have shield, is because of just simply that. All he did was just target the Fantastic, and it just bounced between the Hulk and the Fantastic, and he died. So that's why Moon Knight is a really, really good character against big bodies.
I like the cool.
And that was unfortunate because you ulted and they just really just killed you. And really right here, I would have just ulted, even though I would have ulted because a couple of things right here. Number one, you lost the DPS, so you need to keep your main DPS and your tanks alive. Okay, that's one thing. Two, your tanks are really low health, and like I said, they need the healing to stay alive in this fight. And plus, you also had another support ult coming just for any defense needed, right? So if they had a Luna ult coming, then that would your Loki partner would copy you or copy the Luna and stuff. Okay, so I would have ulted right here because not only that, the Moon Knight was on high ground, but you tried to and you got killed for it. So and so now Hocus baby, how did your Strange die? I was not looking. Yeah, that ult would have. Yeah, as soon as you see somebody die, I would ult. Or at least your DPS is going low because they need to do as much damage, and he had ult Israel. So yeah, there was nothing he could have done. Yeah.
That one hurts. The final 10 seconds.
That Moon Knight was really good at targeting backline, and that's why having no character to really shut him down is really hard, because he can just run lobbies like this, and they got a kill on your other support.
That's what
So yeah, because of that, they really stopped y'all. Yeah, so by that time, like I said, in general, everybody, you're supposed to keep everybody alive. Even though you're supposed to keep yourself alive as well, you're supposed to keep everybody alive. And so that I feel like, now granted, the Moon Knight killed him. Okay, so there was really nothing he could do, but at that same time, that scenario really could have changed a lot if an ult was there, because y'all had 2 support ults and to at least back each other up, right? And it would have just been a better situation rather than no ult happening and stuff, because when you hold your support ult, things like that can happen where you ult and then you die. And so it's just like it's a really unfortunate scenario. It's a really unfortunate scenario, and that makes me mad a lot of times, because when I ult and stuff and I immediately die outside my ult, it just really messes me up badly. So right here, like I said, everybody should be forcing high ground because this is technically where somebody can just run up and do this, right? So he got I think he got and then look, that's why I'm saying like he can just come up and do this, which is why every fight should be on high ground. Now granted he didn't get much, but at the same time that would have just stopped it right there if your whole team was right up there at that spot, right? Because like I said, that is where all NA teams play first, is on high ground. So the thing comes in, makes space, and charges in with the Thor. Okay, so now that is a lot of frontline damage because one thing is that you have a Loki that is basically being an Onk, essentially. And then you have a Mr. Fantastic being an Onk too, because when he goes inflated, he's going to become a tank as well. And so that is just really a lot of damage just being put out right here. And so just look how they're being bounced around. And so how did he die? Hold on. Yeah, see? He wasn't even, yeah, it's just a lot of damage. And he's trying to shield himself. Luckily their Loki, y'all's Loki healed them and stuff, but at the same time, it's just a lot. But again, y'all's Loki got the kill on Moon Knight. How? I don't even know. They're pocketing. Oh my god, what? It just, oh, he got, I think he got pulled actually. Yeah, he got pulled. That's actually really good. That's good. Yeah. Good stuff on the Bucky though. Y'all killed the tank. Now their Bucky is running. You tried to pull him back. You see the Thor on off angle.
The moon haunts you.
Good stuff. They killed the thing, but one of y'all's DPS is down.
Clearly you needed some help.
Their support is down. One of them.
Psionic, feel the pull. I am ready to put
Good
on
stuff.
a show.
Now they have a ult.
Pick up your toys, Moon Knight. Disappear.
Good stuff.
Psionic surge.
Tried to pull him down.
Clearly you need a vortex field.
Ooh. Killed the Thor. Killed the Luna. Nice push. Killed the Moon Knight.
Feeling fantastic.
Get that vehicle moving again.
And so, like I said, this is where everybody should have been on high ground with the Bucky because y'all want to put pressure.
That's what I need.
Okay, good deal. They gotta kill him the tank.
Armed and
Okay, armed and dangerous. Oh, that was a lot going on right there. Holy mother of God. How did you live though? Oh my god. That was barely.
armed and
Because he hit you and the Thor ulted too. Oh, I see it. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Because the bridge saved you technically. And he actually couldn't go any further. So it's a 1-for-1 kill right there.
I was getting worried. A little help, please.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't kill the Fantastic.
Clearly you needed some
Good
help.
stuff.
Vortex field.
the moon
Oh, you did not have your... Wait, what? Oh, you had your jump. See, right here, this should have been an easy react to. Because, yeah, that should have been an easy react to. Ooh, and both of y'all died. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, that should have been an easy react to because, first off, you hear it, and then you should see the white line right around here. So, and then you had your jump too. So, oof. Yeah, you had your jump. Nah, I think your partner tried to get away too, and that's why he ulted. So that was kind of a waste, really. Yeah.
Feeling fantastic. I feel like myself.
Clearly, you needed some help.
And the only reason he didn't make it out specifically was because the Ankh stopped him from jumping. And that is why Moon Knights throw after they cast it, they throw the Ankh because it can actually cancel out a lot of escape options. But on the other hand, you had your jump and you just kind of walked out. So you could have lived that scenario and just jumped away to the right. Basically, you could have jumped to the left, to the right, backwards. So yeah, this is kind of just unfortunate right here. Yeah. So y'all portal back.
Only 60 seconds left.
It's clobbering time!
That was a good old. But
Disappear!
that was also a good old.
Feeling fantastic.
Destroy the Ankh immediately.
Vortex field.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
Down to 30 seconds. We've got trouble.
Ooh, that's a... Ooh, what the... What? What happened there?
Down to 30 seconds.
Okay, so you were trying to heal the Bucky, but right here... So, okay. So, with healing the Bucky right here and trying to do that, he knew there was a... Wait, what? Oh, I guess he got... I thought he was near the health pack. But... the main attention should have been... Oh, he got healed in the mid... Oh. Yeah, he should have backed up when his shield was low.
Dark magic.
Yeah, he should have immediately backed up and let his shield recharge.
Dark. Good medicine.
Anyone willing to help?
Usually I create my own shield.
She's gonna be there. Anyone willing to help?
Yeah, because he's taking... I don't know why he held that shield for that long. Which is really unfortunate because he was in the ult. Yeah, there was just a lot of frontline damage going on right there. And so now, because of the space that's created and stuff, your Magneto doesn't even know that you're getting jumped on. And so you die, unfortunately.
Much better.
The final 10 seconds.
And they reached it.
Vehicle reached a
Yep.
checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Yep, do. Because I think in that last fight,
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
I think you...
So easily.
I want to say... God dang, controller.
Way there. Keep going.
Okay, come on now. Okay, right here. See, you were fine right here. It's just that you were trying to heal Where did he see? Oh, dang. That Moon Knight saw you in the back right there. Yeah. So, in that scenario... Trying to think. Because the Moon Knight was right here. Okay, so... Right there...
30 seconds.
You would have been fine if you just... That Ankh is still there, right? Yep. That's what I'm saying. So, with that right there, all you would really had to do was bounce back. Basically, jump backwards, hit the Ankh, and you would have been fine because right there, he didn't have really a big body to kind of shoot at right there. And so... You would have been fine if you had to stay kind of like right where you were behind the bus and just jump backwards. Yeah, see right there? All you had to do was just move a little bit backwards because nobody really wouldn't have hit you right there. And like I said, Moon Knight requires to hit big bodies. And you have an escape option as well, so it's really just kind of a waste of an Ankh and stuff. But yeah, so that would have eliminated you basically going into the LOS and dying like that.
Your god is suffering.
Yeah.
You need fear the Ankh no
Because Sue against Moon Knight is gonna, like I said, force something out of you, which is basically a jump. But at the same time, compared to other characters, so for example, if Moon Knight throws an Ankh down at a Mantis, they're not gonna get out of that because they don't have no jump or cloak invisible float and whatnot and stuff. So they're just sitting ducks. Same with Luna. But with Invisible Woman, see right there, you did it. You jumped out. But with Cloak, for example, you don't. Dude, that was just a good push. Yeah, that was a good push.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Well, let's pause there. But like I was saying, compared to Mantis and Luna and stuff, Sue and Cloak and Dagger have an escape option from Ankh, and so you just poke Invis away from it immediately and you're fine. Or if you're Sue, jump back from it and just destroy it that way. Because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to hit you. They're just going to shoot at the Ankh. And so when the Ankh is gone, they have to readjust. They're forced to readjust, actually. And so that's why I say you didn't have to basically hop forward to the side to avoid it. And so you could have just kept playing back with it. But that was a good push on them, but they did waste two O's, Moon Knight and Bucky.
Much better.
Excuse me.
Keep up the momentum.
So now they made second checkpoint. I still think a switch from the Fantastic would help. But either way, yeah.
Feel like myself again.
I mean, I think a switch from Mr. Fantastic would help a lot, though.
Keep up the momentum.
And Loki a little bit.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
So I don't know how this happened.
A little help, please. Feeling fantastic.
I feel like myself again.
Got a kill on the Moon Knight, and so now they're out of DPS again. So right there they can put on the offense. Oh, they did get right there.
Much better.
You cannot hurt me.
Even though it is double shield, Moon Knight generally counters Loki.
Behold the god.
I don't know how he was so low to the damn ground. Wait, let me back up. I don't even know how he was that low to the ground, actually. That was really freaking weird. Oh, he got pulled instantly. That's crazy. What the heck, brother? That's wild. Yeah, he got knocked up. That's why it sound. How did he do? Who did that? Oh, so the double arm actually knocked him out of his ult. That's crazy. Nice ult. You're fine, because you can play outside the boundary of yourself as well. But that's crazy. The Mr. Fantastic double arm stopped it. That's wild. Doctor Strange is really low. Like, goodness gracious.
No thanks. Took the arc off the board.
Thing is making just absolute space, but it's a 1v6. I don't know why he's that far in. Jesus.
The moon haunts you.
Shields up.
Nice support ult again. Good stuff.
You should have seen that.
Yeah,
coming.
yeah, he should not be forced to. And that's also good because you're at 75 too.
Force burst.
They just wasted theirs. I think the Loki copied Moon Knight, but good God.
Anyone willing to help? Feeling fantastic.
Here comes Thing creating space again, and your Fantastic died again. He got caught, I think. Fudge. Yeah, he did. What happened there? He's just. It looks like he's lagging.
Anyone willing to help?
Yeah, it looks like he's lagging. That's unfortunate. So, okay, good kill on the support. Ooh.
I have a shield, but no complaints. Disappear!
Good support ult to stall a little bit.
They are in front of us.
Here comes Thing. I still don't know how that hit. I still don't know how that hit for real. That's kind of dumb. That's really kind of dumb.
No worries. A little help, please. Force burst.
I feel like you were on the outskirts of that, but that's my opinion.
Behold the god of thunder.
Nice combo though from the Thorn thing. That was actually really good. Honestly, they could have killed him right out of that ult too, but
So close. This is your big chance.
Thing and Thor making space. Wait a minute. Hold up my freaking camera.
I outnumber you.
Anyone willing to help?
Fine, don't mind me.
Pull him off.
The final 10 seconds.
That is when everybody should have kind of hard targeted the Moon Knight because I think, yeah, because at that point he has no, what's that E? Is that on? Yeah, that's on. He can't really get away, so to speak. Yeah, right there. Everybody should have like at least shot at him a couple times.
The final 10 seconds.
That was just too much damage to heal.
Invisible?
Yep.
I am final score. 3.
That's really unfortunate.
2. Another epic victory. Big win.
But other than that, I think those were overall very good support ults. It's just It's just that against Moon Knight, Mr. Fantastic is really not good against that setup, I feel like. Yeah. You tied, so overall, you're tied with the same amount of deaths as their Luna. But the problem is that your Loki died a lot. Because 9 compared to the other 5 is really, really iffy and stuff. Because you can tell oftentimes how a match goes based on how many times the support die and tanks die. Because right here, your Strange died 10 times, but I think Thor, Penny, I think were died 11 times, and your Magneto was 26 and 7, but tied with the Thing, right? So that's really good. But between the DPS, your Bucky actually got a lot more kills than their Bucky, because he got 27 kills and died 8 times overall. But he put out apparently a lot more damage than he did. And with Fantastic, he died 12 times, and their Moon Knight died 14 times, but got 27 eliminations and stuff, which is tied with your Bucky. So it was really just a matter of their supports were dying less than intended, and because I feel like the Mr. Fantastic could have switched to, excuse me, somebody else, because Moon Knight is just basically just cleaving you guys, and that was really it. I really feel like another support besides Loki would have helped, because to get rid of that cleaving also. But other than that, those were really good support ults. There was really nothing bad from your gameplay at all whatsoever. It's just the mostly just playing around the cart, because like I said, that one when y'all were on attack and you were trying to heal the Hulk but the convoy was in the way, you could have changed that position very easily. But other than that, I hope Blake, Jay, Viper, I hope y'all find this entertaining, as this is a Grandmaster type lobby, and I hope that y'all see the difference in, I hope y'all maybe see a slight difference in gameplay compared to what we used to. But if not, that is totally fine, because to me it looks the same and stuff compared to how the top level that we watch in the invitationals are. But other than that, I hope y'all three find this very intuitive, very informative, and I hope you enjoyed my perspective. And like I said, most of my tips and stuff are very subjective, so obviously I'm not, you know, Grandmaster level yet, but I hope that my tips were really good and that they were, you know, eye-opening, and I hope that Blake, you guys find this very eye-opening. Hope so, and I'll see you guys later.